everyone to the Hot Sauce number 209, presented live on Friday, July 21st. The EOS Hot Sauce delivers all the most important EOS news every week on YouTube in about 15-20 minutes. This week, we're talking about the upcoming EOS rebrand sneak peek on the Fireside next week. In terms of EVM, of course, there's the from Multichain. On the native side, we've got a leap upgrade, a vulnerability fix, and a EOS Power Consumption survey. There's also the programs and operations health report that was released just this morning. Defibox 3rd anniversary celebration going on right now. Eos.dboard.ai was released by June, and a Chintai AMA happened last week. So let's get into it. All right. This week on the Fireside, Zack announced that the EOS rebrand that the ENF has been working on is going to be at least shown to the community for the first time. This is not the official reveal. This is not an official, no official decisions have been made yet, but the ENF wants to show what they've worked so far on the rebrand to the community. So that's going to happen next week on the Fireside. The Fireside is going to be on Zoom to facilitate about what's been going on in terms of the EOS rebrand. Tune in next week to the Fireside. All right, on to the news of the day. Just wanted to start off reminding everyone about the EVM innovation, EVM ecosystem incentive program. We've talked about this before on the show, but any app that wants to launch on the EOSEVM can apply for up to $50,000 in funding if they qualify. So definitely something to keep in mind. Talking about apps that have launched on the EOS EVM, Motodex has launched on the EOS EVM. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. They hosted an AMA in the ENF Telegram channel. All of these links, if you want to learn more, of course, are in the show notes below, so you can check them out. Learn a bit more about the Motodex game. It's a play to earn, what type of games, what type of players, what types of features there are out there. So if you want to catch up on that, you can click this link and it'll get you right to the top of that AMA. On top of that, we also learned more about Open by C. So here the ENF says that they're excited to announce that Open by C is deployed on the EOS EVM, extending the capabilities of NFTs on the network. So that's another piece of NFT infrastructure that's now live on the EOS EVM, which is great. This integration brings both a multi-chain NFT marketplace and the Motodex GameFi project to the ecosystem. So that's right. So Open by C is also the developer of some apps, including Motodex, and it's also an NFT marketplace platform. All of that is now live on the EOS EVM, so I encourage you to go check it out. And Open by C, not to be confused with the NFT marketplace OpenSea, completely different things. All right, on to some EOS native updates. Last week, there was a vulnerability that was found in the Antelope IO codebase. It was immediately patched by ENF engineers and coordinated with BPs who facilitated the upgrade. So we had Matt Witherspoon, and there's a nice thread here. There's the 4.0.4 release notes that you can check out if you're curious about more details about that. But basically, we had Matt Witherspoon, one of the ENF engineers, on the Fireside this week, explain to us a bit about what happened. Big pictures is this was a denial of service attack. There was no funds at risk. This wasn't like a DeFi vulnerability or anything like that, but it was a way for an attacker to spend a tiny bit of resources and cause a lot of consume a lot of resources on the network that could maybe lead to a denial of service attack. So that's been patched. All the top BPs were quick to respond, and that's always great to hear. While we're talking about some more technical topics with some of our favorite ENF devs, Nathan James was a guest on a Twitter Spaces yesterday talking about AI-generated content-driven security and privacy solutions for Web3. Sounds like a very interesting topic. If you want to hear more about that and Nathan James, you can go check out this Twitter Spaces on the @atem_network Twitter account. There you go. And finally, on the EOS native side, the ENF is reaching out to block producers for a survey to see how much power the EOS network consumes. A while back, EOS Authority had done something similar, and then they bought enough carbon credits to basically offset all of the carbon generated by the EOS network. And so ENF is kind of bringing that program back to life. Starts with a block producer survey. Of course, the top 21, very important to fill out, but also any standby BP can fill out this form. Probably should put more serious answers than I did here. What kind of servers, the best kind? Where's your infrastructure? All over the place. Just a joke. But if you're a block producer, or if you know a block producer, maybe just send them the link here. Again, the links are down below. And then the ENF is going to compile this information, publish a report, and potentially buy enough carbon credits to offset once more all of the carbon generated by the EOS network. So that's cool stuff. All right, and a couple smaller stories here to wrap up the show. It's not going to be too long of a show today. ENF is consistently working to improve transparency and accountability across the EOS ecosystem. A monthly program and operations health report is just one piece of the puzzle, and the latest one has been released. Here you can see a little introduction, and then the report is here. Basically, highlights include updates on instant finality, the peer-to-peer discovery improvements, and the latest developments from the HiFiDAO projects, and more. Defibox has its 3rd anniversary promotion right now. Started yesterday, goes on for just a bit more than a week. There's some prizes to be won. There's some extra yield to be captured, and some giveaways and airdrops to participate in. So congratulations to Defibox for 3 years of, from what I can tell, flawless DeFi protocol services. I don't remember any hacks or any significant problems ever happening with the Defibox protocol. I use it myself. I'm a big fan of Defibox, and so happy to see them reach their 3rd anniversary and then give us some prizes to participate. All right, another quick little update here. Eos.dboard.ai is a new application that was launched by June Dan. He came on the Fireside this week to talk about it. Little message board, you log in with your EOS wallet, but really what's nice is that you can submit proposals on various things, and people can vote on these proposals based on their stake weight of their account. So slick looking app. Feel free to go check it out, Eos.dboard.ai. And finally, wrapping up here the show, Chintai hosted a AMA recently on Philip Abnett's Twitter account. What's really interesting for Chintai, they are tokenizing real world assets, which is speculated by many to be the next big market opportunity for the blockchain space. So very exciting that Chintai is a player in that space. They've got good regulatory licenses from Singapore. They're working with clients already, and they plan on leveraging the EOS network for some security features. So check out Chintai AMA if you want to hear all about what's going on now with Chintai. Actually, there's another topic I forgot to pull up here. Pinax, our Firehose and Substreams technology brand, recently tried out some things on EOS. So here we can see a tweet that says, yesterday, Matthew Darwin of Pinax successfully executed a basic substream on the EOS blockchain as a test. Here's the interesting part. It processed the entire 5+ years of EOS history, 10 terabytes of merged blocks, in 3.5 hours, running 1,000 parallel threads. So this really highlights the power of the Firehose and Substreams technology. 5 years of EOS history, tons of transaction, IDOS is in there, it doesn't matter. 3.5 hours is all it took, 1,000 parallel threads, processing all that information, combining it into a substream, allowing dApp developers to easily access whatever specific data they're looking for. So this is very cool. Nice to see Substreams, Firehose and Substreams being really put to the test and benchmarking some impressive numbers. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. Quick little 10-minute show for everyone. Hope you enjoy it. Next week, I'm taking mostly a vacation. I'm gonna be hosting the Fireside, of course, but there won't be a Hot Sauce show next week. So we're gonna see you guys either on the Fireside next week or on the Hot Sauce in 2 weeks. And until then, let's keep it spicy.